Alright, hey everybody, it's a bit late, um, but I realized I really didn't do anything today, and I kind of felt like I should. So, uh, this isn't going to be the kind of video you might expect based on the, title, which is Fallout New Vegas versus, Fallout 3, something to that effect. I'll name it in a minute. But, I'm not really going to be talking about specifically, like, story or like anything that typically people will talk about when comparing the Fallouts. What I want to talk about, and it really kind of just spurred my interest because I'm getting Fallout 3 for the PC, even though I already have it here. I generally don't buy games in places like that, but it's just, what ended up happening, and because there's good mods for the PC. And anyway, something that caught my attention was people were making Fallout New Vegas mods. I looked up the top 25, well, looked up Fallout mods and got the top 25 for Fallout New Vegas based on someone's opinion, and they were all very nice, but the thing that struck me as odd, and if you couldn't tell already, this is Fallout New Vegas. Pretty sure all this kind of stuff and the characters would give it away, but in case it didn't. But anyway, going back to my point, most of the, at least 10 to 15 of the top mods the guy listed were mods for making hardcore more hardcore. Like, you actually have to drink, eat, and sleep more of a normal basis, but also another one that worked in unison from the same person was to make time pass. Not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily have to be more realistically, but you could set it to realistic time. So, because I think what he said is 4 minutes is like 4 minutes to a half an hour or an hour in this game, and you can set it to be a minute is an hour, an hour is an hour, whatever you want. Sorry about all this clear my throat. I don't know what's going on today. I feel like I'm getting sick again. Anyway, but then one of the mods that made me realize something about New Vegas. In New Vegas, I've always preferred a little bit to Fallout 3 in almost every way. Story, I'll admit, as everyone else pretty much admits, Fallout 3 does have a better story, by far. And in case I confuse anyone, Fallout 3, better story. I think it's not a tie. Fallout 3 does take the cake, the reins, whatever. But I think New Vegas, in its own right, has a very good story based on how it can split off. But that's not what I wanted to get into. I keep sidetracking myself. What I wanted to get into, and forgive my sloppy gameplay, it's a little bit late, I'm a little tired and unfocused, but, is, like, ammo and supplies in this game versus in Fallout 3. I noticed when I was playing Fallout 3, I love the hunting rifle, even though you can't look down the sights in that game on the Xbox version, or unless, I guess you may be able to get the mod on the Xbox, but you can't look down sights, but I noticed that all my guns would run out of ammo as consistently as I found small stashes of it on corpses and all that garbage. And it got me thinking, wow, Fallout Vegas, you can just fail. There you go, baby. New Vegas, you find ammo in huge bulks. And look at this, 206 plus 12, so that's like 218 ammo for that. Freaking 270. 20 some odd because I've been using that a lot. All this ammo I have for all these guns, even though some of it is the same ammo for certain guns, but still, most of my guns have different ammo. And just the sheer amount I have, I'm only, what am I, level 7? Level 6. I'm only level 6 on the verge of 7. I've only done a couple quests, and I've already got so much ammo that I just don't know what to do with. And it gives me that option to keep using different types of things. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, but when a game is post-apocalyptic mayhem, basically, or survival, however you want to put it, in its core, Fallout is meant to be a survival game, and you're meant to scavenge your bullets. You can make them in this game for a reason that you won't have a lot, but they overloaded you with ammo. And even with energy weapons, which is sometimes a bit scarce, Um, but like regardless of that, you still get so much at one point. As long as you're a good shot, or if you rely on VATS, as long as you have enough points in agility and luck, your VATS will be very consistent for you, very, very effective, and you won't need to worry about wasting ammo. So, I mean, it just it yeah, I don't know how I should say this. It dumbfounds me kind of to a point that the predecessor um is so survival. Or wait, predecessor. Yes, the predecessor is so hardcore survival, so make sure you place your shots and save your ammo. And the follow-up, while you expect it to have better gameplay, it overkills and its updates and makes it so you barely ever have to worry about conserving your ammo. And I mean, don't get me wrong again, I've also been in situations where for multiple reasons I've had to watch my ammo and make sure I don't use it all the time and switch weapons to melee if I need to. You know, I've been in those situations in Fallout New Vegas, but twice. And I have so many hours on this game. It can't have been more than 3 times, 2 or 3 times that I've had to conserve ammo to that point, and that's generally in the beginning of the game, depending on what I do first. Which generally has become the same kind of deal. I go either help prim out completely and totally as much as I can, or the NCRCF, or the powder gangers, however you want to refer to them, as much as possible, and they supply you every single task you do. It's like, oh, you sneezed? We'll take this to wipe your nose. You know, a couple rounds of 5.56, a couple sticks of dynamite. You know, it's just they over reward you. In Fallout 3, it's like here have like 10 caps, 1 bullet for your 9mm pistol that you don't have, and you know, good luck trying to get that to last you a long time. But that's survival. Some of them, realistically, if they give you little, they'll give you like a clip or two at most of ammo for guns, and like a 50 to 100 cap reward, but generally it's not too rewarding, I guess. I can't think of anything else. Just in simplest terms, rewards aren't too rewarding in Fallout 3, but that's because it's a survival game. That's what it's intended on being, like how it's meant to be played. So, I mean, that's basically it. I really just wanted to make something today. Oh, and this mission was this quest was a coincidence. I just wanted something to keep you occupied, but this guy, this guy, I never got over how he talked like a ghoul because he believed he was a ghoul to so much of an extent, but he refused. He apparently doesn't wash his hands or have a mirror because he doesn't realize this shit, that he's not a ghoul. I mean, just if you can hear the gameplay, which I'm not sure if you can, just listen to him talk, because I can't hear the gameplay, so I'm not sure. But anyway, like, you can't convince him. It takes until the point where they tell you not to, or tell you to tell him he can't come with them when they take off into space. It takes till that point where he goes, wait, you weren't kidding. I'm really not a ghoul. And you're just like, what have I been telling you for the past, like, 20 minutes of me knowing you? But yeah, just wanted to make something for you. It struck me as not a fascinating topic, but it's something to think about as how just changing one company and its development to make a sequel can change something so drastically. You know, as always, all the YouTube whore comments, like, subscribe, comment, blah, 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 share on Facebook. Don't get me wrong, I want you to do it, but it gets annoying listening to me constantly say it. So, yeah, thanks for the watch, and I'll see you guys next time.